So, Vikram, many congratulations for securing 354 rank in CSE 2019.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I am highly obliged that you have chosen me to persuade students to work more harder. Thanks.
So, Vikram, can you brief introduce yourself actually?
Yes, sir, sure. Yes. Myself, Vikram Singh. I have I have done BTech as well as MTech from Punjab Engineering College and UIT Kurukshetra University, and this was my fifth attempt in UPSC. I have also given two interviews also, but I was not selected into the list. Uh, my optional subject is psychology, and yes, sir.
All right. So,
I
thank you
am
very
from
much for
Telangana.
your. All right. So, thank you so much for your brief introduction. So, can you tell about something about your preparation strategy? I mean, it was your fifth attempt, as you discussed. So, like, it was really a difficult time for you when you were not getting selected finally in your other attempts. So, how did you motivate yourself, and how did you have this much patience? Can you like briefly tell about all these things?
Yes, sir, sure. Actually, with respect to the hard work as well as with respect to motivation level, I just want to speak two things. Firstly, the only difference between my first and three attempts as well as in comparison to my fourth and fifth attempt, I have started to read Swami Vivekanand, and I have started to do yoga as well as meditation. This is the only reason why in the first three attempts I was not able to get selected. The only quote which uh, of Swami Vivekanand which motivated me was that it is better to burn off than to rust off. Hence, whatever I could have done, I have done in this particular attempt. And with respect to my strategy, all the quotes of Swami Vivekananda helped me in motivating myself during the tiding over period. With respect to my earlier attempts in 2017 and 18, when I was not able to make in the list, uh, the specific Swami Vivekananda's quote was that a man moves from lower truth to higher truth with hard work as well as perseverance. So I was doing hard work, but I was not perseverant. Means on small failure, I was getting fluctuated. So all these ideals, all these Swami Vivekananda's quotes helped me in getting myself motivated. Firstly, secondly, my mentor, and with respect to my strategy, sir, I I just want to say two things. Firstly, with respect to prelims, I have done 5,000 questions, and in the morning and in the evening, half an hour, I used to revise them. In only 1 month, I was able to do around 40 question papers for prelims, and the only difference with other students as well as my earlier attempt and this time was that all those 50 prelim papers I used to revise a lot. After attempting each and every paper, I had made one page on that. I used to write all the important facts which I have got from that particular question paper. So at the end of my these 50 question papers, or you can say 5,000 questions, the net gist was those 50 pages of all of these question papers, and these 50 pages I used to revise them daily in the morning as well as in the evening. Firstly, with respect to prelims, because I am a student of psychology, so particularly I know that how our memory works. Our memory works in a way that the maximum number of attempts you do in recalling that information, the better it will be stored into your mind. So let us suppose you have read 1857 revolt. Okay, you have read one time. After that, you will either you will make notes of it, or you will do, or you will read it again. What I used to do is that 1857 के रिवोल्ट को 2 बार पढ़ने के बाद, जैसे कि सभी पढ़ते हैं, उसके बाद एट द नाइट आई यूज टू विजुअलाइज.
Hello. Yes.
I at the night I used to visualize whatever I have read at night in an order to revise it. For example, after closing your eyes, just visualize that whatever you have read in 1857, that there were two parties, the Britishers as well as we Indian freedom fighters. So in this manner, if you will sit calmly and you will try to visualize whatever you have read and you will try to relate it. Okay, those Britishers were in the northern as well as in the central part of India, and whole of the Indian freedom fighters were from the Gangetic region, starting from Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar, West Bengal. So in a way, you are trying to recall that 1857 episode related events, facts more time. So hence all these reading, all these visualization techniques, and thirdly all these late night revisions used help me a lot in retaining as well as recalling all these information at the time of prelims. Now comes with respect to mains. I'll be speaking very shortly. Uh, the only difference what I have felt is that with respect to earlier attempts was that I have prepared the syllabus wise notes of all the GS papers. GS paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4. In GS paper 1, there are around 16 topics, 7 topics from society, 5 topics from history, and the remaining topics from geography. For each and every topic of, for example, for society, one particular topic is diversity of India, and the another topic is role of globalization in women empowerment. And so for each topic I have made 2 pages notes, as well as 1 page I have left blank, so that over the course of time when I'll be reading newspaper, any current affairs related news, I'll be trying to add to those notes. So at the end of my preparation, when the mains started, means after prelims, I had 4 different registers, and in each register there was a combination, means each topic was having a combination of static facts as well as contemporary current affair facts. So this strategy I worked for GS paper 1, 2, 3 and 4. And with respect to GS paper 4, I used to get very good marks. In the earlier attempts, I got 122 marks. The same approach I applied in GS paper 4. Uh, and yes, and yes, one more thing. So at the time of mains writing, I was very easily able to recall the particular क्वेश्चन. फॉर एग्जांपल इस बार तीन तीन चार क्वेश्चन डायरेक्टली ही सिलेबस से आए हुए थे. फॉर एग्जांपल वन आई रिमेम्बर वाज फेडरलिज्म से रिलेटेड, दूसरा दूसरा था सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर से रिलेटेड। तो इस तरह के जो स्टेटिक एज वेल एज कंटेम्प्रेरी टॉपिक्स पे जो क्वेश्चन आए थे, तो ये मैंने, क्योंकि मैंने इसके नोट्स बनाए थे, सिंस आई हैड मेड नोट्स ऑफ ऑल दिस टॉपिक्स, सो आई वाज वेरी comfortable in replicating what I have written in the notes to the question paper, and this was the reason in GS paper 1, 2, 3 I was able to draw at least 13 to 14 figures in the whole paper because I was having relatively time. Thank you.
Okay, like as you told about prelims that you used to attempt like 50 questions in the morning and 50 questions in the evening. So you used to do the same thing for answer writing as well because you used to write the answers every day.
For mains writing, yes, sir. We four friends had formed a group, and we four used to write at least 4 to 5 questions on a daily basis, from Monday to Friday. On particular Saturday or Sunday, we used to have the test of coaching centers, and and in one day we used to revise whatever we read in those 6 days. Means on weekend we just revised everything, and in the weekdays we used to daily write at least 4 questions.
All right. So I mean, this would be your suggestion to the student that they should write every day. They should be like very much comfortable in the writing, and they should be very much comfortable with the speed as well as the comprehension, right?
Very correct, sir, very correct. I just want to exhort students that they should write more and more, and at least 2 questions daily, with a but within a particular time frame. We used to have stopwatches, and after 10 minutes, uh, means we used to write each and every question in those 10 minutes slots only, and all these writing practices within time frame helped us to complete the GS papers, which are supposed to be quite lengthy, on time.
All right. So, Vikram, one question, like what should be the right chronology for the preparation for freshers candidate? Because once a student conceives the thought of preparing civil services, most of the students are confused in like how to start. Like some of them are saying we should go with NCRT first. Some of them are saying we should go with newspaper first. Some of them are saying we should go with answer writing first. Then what should be the right chronology for the preparation for the freshers candidate?
Okay, sir. With respect to freshers candidate, uh, I have formed the four step strategy. The first step and the most significant step is that you have to you have to learn the syllabus of UPSC prelims as well as UPSC means by heart. Because if we do not know the way to go from New Delhi to West Bengal, then how can we go from New Delhi to West Bengal? Hence, we have to learn the syllabus. Actually, everybody says that prelim syllabus is these four keywords only. No, there are many words, there are many keywords in prelim syllabus also. For example, right rights issues means uh, these kind of keywords in prelim syllabus will help us to know what the UPSC is asking and what we are supposed to read to search in books as well as in newspapers. The same strategy applies to mains. Until and unless a student do not know what what is the syllabus of mains paper, how can he scrutinize the facts given in the newspapers? So step one is that you have to learn the syllabus. Step two is that you have to do friendship with the newspaper, the studying NCRTs as well as reading newspapers. This will have to go in a simultaneous manner. Means you will have to start reading NCRTs first in order to acquaint yourself with the subject matters, as well as you will have to do friendship with the newspaper so that you will be able to know what is the pragmatic application of history in the contemporary world. For example, just one very short example. Uh, in history as well as in our NCRT, new students used to read that Deccan Rebellion is a very famous rebellion. In the year 2017-18, the government of India has declared that 1857 was not the first war of independence. In fact, the Deccan Rebellion was the first war of independence from the freedom struggle fighters from India. So the step 2 will involve um, synchronization of the static things what we used to read in the NCRTs with the newspaper. Now come the stage 3. In stage 3, you have to read, you have to make the notes of each and every topic of GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4 mains, because because preparing for a fresher, preparing for prelims is a particular subset of what we used to prepare in mains. So hence we will be dedicating our study in an holistic manner. We will be studying for prelims as well as mains simultaneously, and after making notes for mains, after holistic studying, when the time for prelim will come, we will give 4 to 5 months for prelims, and before that we will be acquainted with all the pre as well as main syllabus, and in the meantime we have made notes of mains also. And now comes the step number 4 of our strategy. Until and unless you don't know what is in the syllabus, you haven't made notes, you cannot write answers. See, answer writing is not like that. If someone asks you what is separation of power, and you start with writing what is separation of power. No. Firstly, make some notes upon separation of power, because it is a topic in our GS paper 2. Then, according to the need of the question, we have to put 50% of the facts from the static part which we have written in the notes, and 50% of the content from the contemporary newspaper or any of the current affair magazine. So the answer writing part should be at the fourth step, but that is a very significant step. I just want to request two things to the freshers. इस पूरे सिलेबस को एक तरीके से यूं देखिए कि यू आर नोइंग मोर एंड मोर थिंग्स, एंड until and unless you are not over with the notes making, do not start with answer writing, because answer writing will be requiring your vocabulary, your subjective vocabulary, as well as facts and contemporary facts. So that should be done at the fourth step.
All right. So, one more question I wanted to ask. Like during this pandemic situation, the most students are uncertain about the preparation. I mean, they are not certain about the dates of UPSC exam and so many things. So, what you would suggest to those students to motivate themselves right now?
Okay. Let us suppose the prelims paper will happen upon the on 4th of October. This is first possibility, and the second possibility is that it will not happen on 4th October. It will be delayed. But from right now, we will study for the prelim paper, considering that it will be held on 4th October. Do your best, put your 100% efforts, and always remember Swami Vivekananda's quote. Many of my friends who have also got much higher rank than me, we all used to study Swami Vivekananda, and from the day one you start to read Swami Vivekananda, you will never be demotivated in your whole journey. So start, your study with the assumption that the paper will held up on the 4th of October, first thing. And if the paper will not be held up on 4th October, then you will be at advantage, because the whole of the syllabus for the prelim you have already covered. और 4th अक्टूबर के बाद जितने भी दिन वो पेपर डिले होगा, फॉर एग्जांपल 1 मंथ 2 मंथ या फिर 15 डेज, तो वो टाइम आपको बोनस टाइम मिलेगा। जो आपके और कॉम्पिटिटर्स हैं दे वुड बी स्टक कि हमारा ये सिलेबस रहेगा, ये सिलेबस रहेगा, बट फॉर यू दोज टाइम would be for revision only, and more and better you will do revision, the better marks you will get in your prelims. Thank you.
All right. So thank you so very much, Vikram. Thank you so much, and all the very best for your endeavor. All the very best.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm highly obliged, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.